Hi everyone, it's Jack's Girl, and this video is going to be super fast. So if you blink or sneeze or turn your head away for even a moment to sip on your coffee or tea, the video will be over. I just wanted to share with you guys one of my first stitchings that I found. This was, I believe it was in a kit, and I want to say it was, how do you pronounce it? Is it Bucella? If I remember right, that's what it was. I was probably about 14 or 15 years old, so back in the late 80s. And if you're trying to figure it out, yes, I'm old. I'm 46. It's okay. Sometimes I sit there and surprise myself at how old I am. And although I know I'm not old, but you just don't ever think it's going to happen, right? Anyway, this is not about age. This is about a little stitching that I did back in the day. So I made it for my grandmother. And I love these colors. I love the reds and the greens. This was, I believe you used 2 different color greens to do the horse's tail and mane. And this was the first time I ever used, like metallic thread. I remember how exciting it was, and having a whole strand of it. I didn't know what I was going to do with the rest of it. These might have been my first attempt at French knots. They're huge. And I might not even have done it right. Look at this one. I might have been using 3 strands of floss there too, instead of 1 maybe. I'm not sure what it was called for, but I probably made a mistake. Anyways, that's supposed to be the nose and eyes. I guess I could redo it, but what's the reason? What's the purpose? Looks like there's a stitch. Oh, I don't know what that was. Something was on there. Anyways, it's discolored. This is probably the original color of the fabric. It was in a little frame that it came with, a little plastic frame. It was exposed to the elements. I did not sign it. There's no date. And I wasn't making my mark at this time. If I was, I probably would have put it here or here. Anyway, so I'll show you guys the back. It's a hot mess. Look at this. I don't know why I left the threads long. Yeah, I wasn't very careful. There is a knot here. I don't know why there's a knot, because I did not knot my threads. It might have just got a knot in there and I just left it. I didn't trim them for sure. I didn't use the loop start method. At the time I was just, just like would leave the stitch and then stitch over it, because that's how I was taught by my teacher. Oh, what was her name? I remember her first name was Helen. However, I didn't call her Helen. Oh, Mead. Helen Mead. So Helen Mead, if you're still out there, and if you're by any chance watching FlossTube and happen to come across this, thank you so much for teaching me this. I tried searching for her online. Can't find her. Or her sons. Anyhow, yeah, I had fun doing this. This hung on my grandmother's wall up until she died. So even though it's probably more of a Christmas one, I don't even know what she thought of it. And she might have looked at it and thought, are you kidding me? But she hung it up on her wall and it stayed there. Wow, it stayed there for many years. So at least, 3 decades. decades at least. I had tape and I think maybe glue, so that's a little bit of that. Oh, this is cut because of the, it had to fit in the frame, so I cut the edges. But now it just sits in my smash book. What else am I going to do with it? So I'll show you guys what a smash book is. It's early in the morning here in California. And I'm still in my pajamas, and I think everybody is awake now, but I need to get my day going. Alright, it's going to be like that for now. So smash book is by Kane Company, and it's just a little book that you can put things in. This here's they call these a pass-along cards. This is beautiful, I think. This reminds me, or makes me think of me coming to Jesus. And it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." I love that picture. I picked these up at one of the bookstores that I go to, and they're like about 50 cents, and they're beautiful. I forget what's on the other side. I'll show you another one. I won't pick that up. We have like these kind of cards, and they just kind of nice inspirations on them. So I collect those. And like I said, they're about 50 cents to $1 each. So my daughter has a lot of beautiful ones. And they don't all look like this. I'll just show you guys sometimes. They're beautiful. But I like to keep things in here. I keep pictures in there, and my daughter will write me a note. Like this one here. I am in bed. Go back to sleep. Remember now, she was only 8 when she wrote this. I can make my own breakfast. She can make her own breakfast, so she knew that I was tired. My husband. Oh, here, look. Here's a picture of me when I was a baby. I didn't expect to show you guys these things. That was me. And this is my daughter as a baby. And we're probably about, well, she's 6 months old there, and I'm 7 months old there. I have a big book of photos, and this is just one of the extra ones. So I used some washi tape to put them in there, and that way this one I can, my mom's writing. I'm 7 months old. My mom called me Sarah. I prefer Sarah Lee. That's the name she gave me. But here I am at a year of age. How many of you people have pictures like this? That was my grandmother, my grandfather. She married him after my father was born, and then these are relatives. And there's my mother. It's a strawberry blonde, but she was really a blonde. She would dye her hair. My grandmother came from Spain. She had the whitest, most poor, like skin. She never wanted to see it in the sun. Anyways, this is me and a friend. Look at this book. Oh, here, look at this one. Do you guys know who that is? Well, it's me. I was dressing up as Gwen Stefani, so I have on a wig. And I went to a party for a friend. Anyways, my mother made me something. My daughter made me some stuff. I just kind of keep my cards in here. Oh, here's one. I bet you the person who sent this to me knows who sent this to me. And, I keep things in here that are special to me. So this is special to me. And I love the fact that there was this little wax. See, you know who you are, Kate. Oh, here, this is fun. Sorry, guys. That was my maiden name. I made this. I cut this out of paper. Drew it, cut it out of paper, added some fancier paper that came off a package. And I made little sticks. I might have showed you guys this before. And I put a Bible verse on the back. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Proverbs 31:2 B A or 28A, sorry. So that just goes back in here so I can stir. This has ended up being a lot longer, huh? There's an Easter picture of my daughter. She might have been 4 at the time. Oh, 2013. More pictures of me and my daughter. Just, I found random pictures of me and just stuck them in here. And we went to a wedding across the street, a friend's house. And there's my grandmother. And let's see, you guys saw that. Here's another picture that I drew. My legs reading a book. Oh, well, my leg's not reading a book. I am reading a book. But, yeah, I just put little things in here. Picture of me and my daughter. And some of her scribblings. And I just, sometimes I'll put them in with, nice paper clips. And then sometimes I'll just, just stick them in with some washi tape. Here's my family. My mother. This is done at Knott's Berry Farm, those old photos. So there's my mother. And there's me. Yes, that is my real hair. It used to come all the way down here. It was beautiful. I cut it off. I had a boyfriend that didn't like my long hair, and I cut it, and I have not been able to grow my hair that long again. But there's my little brother, my youngest brother, and he is now like 20, I think 21. And that's my father, well, my stepfather. My father died when I was little. This here, I went to an estate sale, and I love the way people used to write. This beautiful handwriting. Just gorgeous. They wouldn't let me keep the envelope because the envelope had a stamp on it, and they said, well, we don't know for sure if the family meant for these to go for sale. But they went ahead and they gave me the, they went ahead and gave the letter to me. They just let me have it. They asked me why I wanted it, and it's just the way people would write and how they wrote to one another. It was just, it's beautiful. So I don't know who these people were. I think he was an architect and she was a teacher. So, beautiful little love story. I think they remained married forever. Pictures of me and my daughter. What do I think? Oh, she drew a picture of herself and me. So anyways, my mother gave me $10 from my daughter for Mother's Day. So I just kept that. My mom made me a card with some real shells on there. Yeah, I like to keep these kinds of things and, put them with the washi tape they hold in there, and then I'm able to flip to the back. This one my grandmother made me. And here's a picture of my mom, my daughter, and her dog in her front yard. And that's my car. I still have that car. It's paid off. My daughter writing. Evelyn. Those days are gone, Gotta keep those things. Anyways, okay, so this is supposed to be a scrap video. Oh, here, look, here's me from nursing school. I look like the Flying Nun. I should have wore that down, but some of my favorite things, my favorite music. Anyway, yeah, I thought I would show you guys this too. Show you guys how I drew Mickey Mouse. I went to the Animation Academy. It's a little thing at Disneyland which show you how to draw. One of my friends putting cake in my face. Somebody caught that picture perfect. It was this little baby's birthday. It was her first birthday, and I smashed cake in her face. She's my little goddaughter, and I took that baby everywhere. She had colic and she'd cry, and her mother's like, oh my gosh, come take this baby. Come take her, come take her. And so I would take her daughter and drive all around town. We'd go shopping. We'd go get pictures done and play with her. She had a pool and toys at my house. And anyways, it was fun. But because I did that, because I smashed cake in her face, Mom came and got me. So it was a lot of love and fun. So yeah, anyways, this is just back to this. This is in my smash book, and I know this isn't my first one. I keep coming across my first one, and I'll find it again and I'll make another video. So I didn't expect this to be very long. I guess you guys could have sneezed a couple million times, and here I still am. Anyways, you guys, hope you guys have a good day. Hope it's full of fun, making memories, collecting memories, starting new memories, something. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.